Can Nicola Willis take over Wellington City? This is 9 hours ago. A G newsreader sent me this message. Now this government wants to effectively sack her, Tory Whanau. It seems to be led on by Nicola Willis and Nicola Young. The latter is a councillor and just happens to be Willis's godmother. In case you didn't know, Nicola is also the daughter of Bill Young, who was Muldoon's right-hand man. Her sister is Rosemary Young, married to Max Bradford, an ex-Wellington City Council and failed Wellington mayoralty candidate. Her older sister is Annabel Young, who was a National List MP. This is a case of Willis endeavouring to take over Wellington City. It's repugnant. I wonder what we can do. Now, I'll say it again. This is, I guess, an accusation or a theory, and we will take it as that. But that's something that's been put out today, and I've seen it in the form of a message as well. So, yeah, it just seems. I want to know, Simeon, come on and talk to us again, because we've got lollipops. Because if all it is, did I just spoil it? Sorry. If all it is, right, is they need to figure out this new budget because of a democratic process, I don't see how anyone could say that's a shambles and they should be replaced. Unless, here's the conspiracy theory, but you know, Occam's razor, right? People talk about Occam's razor as the most logical conclusion is more often than not the right conclusion. The better way, the actual way of thinking about it, is it's the fewest number of assumptions to get to the outcome. And Occam's razor would say this to me. It would say, they're making such a big deal over this in Wellington when it seems from the outside that all they're talking about is having to rework their budget, that there's something more to it. I mean, because they're talking money, is it something to do with government lacking in money, where they needing to see this money come in? There was like a triangle going on or something, because the amount of pushback the government is giving doesn't fit the problem that they're looking at, which seems to be we've got 8 months to rework our budget. And if we don't rework our budget, come and see us about a commissioner in 8 months. That's how it feels to me, at least.
Yeah, I would agree. Look, there's no arguing about the importance of government looking out for ratepayers as well, but they are an emergency measure.
Yeah,
at that point,
yeah.
councils are responsible to the people that voted them and the ratepayers and that sort of thing. I don't expect central government to come in and replace the people that were voted for unless it's utterly irredeemable.
Because what you're doing is you're overriding the democratic process because things are that bad. And at the moment, it doesn't feel like things are that bad. To basically what you're doing, government, is you're going, all of those taxpayers, ratepayers, citizens of Wellington who voted, we're going to nullify your votes because that's how bad it is to put in a commissioner or a board or something else. And it doesn't feel like put it this way. I have yet to see the evidence that warrants such a serious step in the democratic process.
Could it be because the issues that Wellington are dealing with shine a light on some things that are wrong at a national level?
Yeah, well, it's something.
Like they have huge problems with their pipes. They have huge problems with dealing with the effects of a potential earthquake, with insurance. They have it just shines a light on the issues that local government has to deal with some of these sort of things, that the only way that they have to raise money to do their plans is to sell assets or raise rates. They have no other options. This is something that every council in the country is talking about. This is a huge part, a massively overlooked part of what Three Waters was about letting local governments borrow against their long-term assets to fund further development. And we, like this country, ignored all of that and went, what do you mean the Māoris get a say? And we, the royal we, this whole country, lost their fucking minds, and we've got people that live in the country that this doesn't concern at all, putting up signs about being against tribal rule and driving their tractors into town. It was just a shit show. But this is what we get, and this is why the government is not happy with it, because it provokes conversations like this. Whose fault is it?